Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay. We're just waiting for BNev. But then you're going to have to invite Stacy too. Or are we going to have to hang up and call?
No, can't you invite people? There's a little
I don't know.
plus button at the top. Oh, you're on your fucking phone. Never
No,
mind.
it's okay. It's okay. I think I can do it. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I think I can do it. Whoa. What's up, BNev? Come on.
Yeah, I know. Chop, chop. But if this works, then we'll just do it this way from now on because we'll probably get some participation in the chat while we're doing it.
There you go. Sweet.
La 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 la.
No singing.
Plenty of singing.
Doing? No. What's happening, Nev?
She's dumb.
Nice. Oh my God.
I just heard a little small Skype thing. Oh, that was you. Huh.
That was me. Oh, what's happening?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Ay, ay, ay.
Seriously.
It took forever for it to link.
What the fuck?
I was like, hello! Hello! And I could hear you guys, but you couldn't hear me. I was like, hello!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
Good times, Archibald.
So look at this. We're on Hangouts. That's fascinating.
It's very
this
exciting.
Will turn into a YouTube video, which I will then turn into an MP3, which will then turn into the show.
So great, because it's just going to be a little masthead for you. How is this going to be a video? Like, I don't even understand.
It's a video right now. We're broadcasting live. Your melons are on the internet.
That's fine, but what I'm saying is,
I'm Ellen. I'm Ellen.
We have glasses.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Look at my melon.
Oh Lord.
Okay, I'm done.
What is your question?
Never mind. I have no question.
What happens is that it's exactly what I did when we did the show.
Right, but we were both but we were both in the same place. It was just one image. I'm saying, what's going to display? Like, is it going to jump around, showing
nothing displays on a podcast, you drunk.
No, on the YouTube, you fucking idiot.
Whoever is talking gets the focus of the window. So since that is you most of the time,
cool.
It has a special fucking shriek sensor, which you will set off repeatedly.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. Fucking dick.
I knew B. Nevin was bedridden. I fucking knew it.
You knew she was bedridden? Oh, God. Sweet.
Tonight I'm in my bed. Last time I was in the kitchen.
Yeah, she was drinking some wine last time.
Yeah, I was drinking wine. I was making wings afterwards. I was making things happen.
Pretty good.
Well, I'm in my bed because I have my computer plugged in up here, and then plus Caroline's asleep, so I wanted to, and she's been crazy, so whatever. Anyways, moving on.
Also, I'm super lazy.
Well, it's like 9:38.
Right. Yeah, God damn it, Acadia.
I know. Hey. Like, usually, aren't you in bed by like 7?
Yeah, I've been up for 306 hours.
Oh God! All right, let's go. Are we
Okay.
recording?
You're starting it.
Okay, great. Well, I gotta do everything.
Yeah.
I have to do the
You
intro.
want me to do the intro, or do you want to do the intro?
I thought you do the intro.
All right, I'll do the intro. You ready?
Okay, great. Go.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the second ever.
Third.
No.
Okay,
It's
go
the
ahead.
second one that's on YouTube. Oh
Okay.
my God.
Oh my God.
It's
The second
13th
ever
episode.
YouTube one, the third ever Beat Evan one, and the fucking 13th consecutive one that Jen annoys me from the get. This is Waiting for the
Perfect.
Train. I'm Acadia Einstein. We also have Beat Evan and Jen Martinelli, who is the kind of person who would stand outside somebody's surprise party and tell them what was going to... Oh, yeah, it's fucking surprise party, and there you must not even go in and go fuck yourself.
I don't know what made you think of that, but it's pretty funny.
Jesus. And I'm not going to be, like, moving this episode along because this is a Jen episode.
I'm in charge.
I am being slut-shamed. You guys slut-shame me, and I am tired of it. So
What?
and also victim blame. Those are other things that you do.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You are abusive, both of you.
Oh my gosh.
Please.
We should have called this Operation Feels Fest 2016.
Oh, I don't have any feelings. I'm just tired of you fuckers, like, dropping your pencils and making me pick them up and whatnot and slut-shaming me. I'm
What?
tired of it.
Okay. Well, in Crazy Town, USA, where we apparently live now.
See, you're still doing it.
This
I don't know what
episode-
slut-shaming means.
Hey,
I,
stop.
I
I'm in
don't even
charge.
know what slut shaming means.
You clearly don't if you think we're doing it to you.
you are.
So, no.
Oh my gosh.
Victim blame.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Blame
This,
storm.
shut up. This episode is called Operation Sasquatch.
Ooh.
You mean like
Ooh,
Bigfoot?
Bigfoot.
Is the Yeti the same as the Bigfoot, or is it just Chinese Bigfoot?
I don't know. I didn't actually look into Yeti. I looked up Bigfoot
Well, yeah,
and
so then
Sasquatch.
then they must be different. So asked and answered. Let's move on.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Gosh.
Okay, so first question. Does anybody here think it's real? Me? No.
Of
Arcade?
course you don't, because why would you?
Well, we're going to get into
Ghosts,
that.
are they real? No. Show's over!
Oh, yeah, can we do that for Halloween?
Jesus.
Well, yeah, there we go. Yeah,
What
exactly.
is this?
Halloween.
Vampires? Nope. Well, I'm not going to say that they don't, because I have no scientific evidence either way. How about that?
Absence of proof is not proof of absence. Take that.
Okay.
Although
Here-
you would probably find a Bigfoot graveyard eventually.
Yes.
What?
What?
You
Don't
mean
they find
if they
fucking
existed?
bear bones and lion bones?
So are you saying there should be some skeletons somewhere?
Yes, unless there's a Bigfoot graveyard.
Well, right. So we're getting to the
Right.
more information part, but I was just asking off the bat.
I
Do you have
think
any Bigfoot
the possibility
fans here?
exists.
So BNAB
because-
is a can't decide either way.
Right.
Acadia, what's your call?
I'm leaning towards yes.
Of course you are. Okay.
Because
The answer is
Acadia,
no.
Acadia actually is Bigfoot, I'm pretty sure.
Well, if I hadn't met him, I would agree with you.
Oh. Oh, and on a sidebar, real quick, the Yeti is actually the abominable snowman.
Okay, that's
he
what I
is.
thought. That's what I thought. So it's
Right.
different.
So that discussion's closed. All right.
Okay, moving on. All right. So next, I went to there's this, I guess, organization called Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, and they take it very seriously.
That's Burfaro.
Yep, BFRO.net.
Bifro.
They keep Jesus.
That could
They
be another
keep
name
track.
for me.
They keep track of all the sightings that people call in and stuff, and so they have all the statistics about where there have been sightings, or there's like a couple classes. There's like a sighting, like somebody thinks they saw it, and then there's like possible interaction, or like somebody thinks that they like heard it, or they.
Are you running from a murderer while you tell
No,
us
I'm
this?
not running from a murderer. Jesus.
What are you doing? Are you taking a dump?
Am I what?
Did you just go in the bathroom?
No. I'm in my living room.
Why can't you stay in one place? What's
Oh
happening?
my God! What do you care?
Because it's
Oh my
making me
gosh.
seasick.
Good. I'm gonna do this for the rest of the show.
That's
Oh my
just
God.
great. Oh,
Okay. Anyway, so
Oh my gosh.
so then there's like possible like interaction, or like if someone thinks they heard something, or like I don't know, they see some evidence of something they think means it was around, but they don't actually see Bigfoot.
Right.
So-
So, for instance, like a footprint.
Right. Or like one example is, so I was interested to see how many sightings there are in Massachusetts, since that's where I live. And they have 31 reported sightings in Massachusetts, as opposed to 620 in Washington.
Ooh.
So not so many out here,
Mm-hmm.
but the most recent one is at Mount Greylock, which is the highest point in the state. And this was a non-sighting. And it's actually actually, I kind of want to read the thing to you guys, but
read it up. Read it.
right,
Yeah.
hold on, let me I gotta go to the browser here. Hold on.
Okay.
To try to use sound like James Mason.
Oh, that's what I should do? Jesus.
Read it exactly like James Mason
God.
from Salem's Lot.
You are completely ridiculous. Okay, so here it is. So this was on April 30th of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Possible daytime encounter. Okay, so it
Daytime.
says, this is from the guy who reported it. My wife and I started to make our descent from the summit of Mount Greylock during a morning hike. Approximately half a mile on the Cheshire Harbor Trail, close to Rockwell Road, my wife and I heard a clapping sound. We stood in place for a few moments, listening to the sound. The clapping was non-rhythmic. Sometimes there was one or two, other times there were many claps. In between the claps, there were sounds of something walking, breaking fallen branches as it moved. The sounds were about a distance of 100 feet from our position on the trail, within a thicker patch of woods. We listened for almost a full minute and then decided to continue on the trail, moving closer to the source of the sound. When we reached the area where we believed the clapping sound to be coming from, we listened again and heard nothing and had seen no movement. Further down the trail, I attempted to figure out the sound. I did some tree knocking and banged rocks together, but only
Oh
when
my
I
God. Oh my God. Oh
but
my
only
God.
when I but only when I clapped my hands did it most closely match the sound my wife and I had heard. It was a sound that I have never heard before, and it has sparked my interest into figuring out what animal made this noise. Also noticed that there was other groups of hikers, were other groups of hikers up at the summit about 0.7 miles up the mountain. After we had our encounter, it was another 10 minutes of walking before we passed a group of hikers going up the trail. So that I know of, there was no one else present in the area besides my wife and I. So then there's another whole long rundown from like the person who runs the site, talking about like how polite the guy was on the phone when he talked to him and how he sounded very serious and he was very interested in it and blah blah blah. So basically they like interview the people and I guess try to decide, if they sound like
Oh, this guy's legit. Hi,
Yeah.
yes, my name is Mortimer Gladstone, and my wife and I heard Bigfoot fucking Mrs. Bigfoot.
Right. So here's the thing, right? So this is treated as like a serious sighting. It's like a possible clapping sound.
Oh, yeah, clapping.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
There couldn't
Right.
be because and he's concluded it isn't other hikers because he ran into another group of hikers and it wasn't them. So of course nobody could go off the trail. Nobody could be like in the woods fucking or like I don't know,
No,
slapping each other, slap fighting or something.
Well,
Not possible.
I'm assuming that you guys have more than just people from Massachusetts in the mountains. I'm assuming there are wildlife as well.
Yes.
No, in Massachusetts there's none. There's
Yes,
Indian
there is.
ghosts and guys in nylon sweatpants.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you never know. I mean, I know
right.
I know in Colorado there's quite a bit of wildlife, and I spent a long time there. And there's a lot of animals that make a lot of different interesting noises.
That you as a random person who probably mostly lives in a city don't instantly recognize what every sound is. Like,
right.
Oh, that's a something kind of whatever.
That's a pork-bellied fuckbird.
Right. That's a such and such wren. I mean, we don't fucking know shit. We're city, we're not living in the wild. We don't know.
Right.
So
yeah.
But I'm just saying that's an example of an encounter. A clapping sound. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
A clapping sound. Okay.
So here are some more facts. The top. Oh my God! It's Bigfoot. It's Bigfoot. He's here.
Say my name.
Oh Jesus! All right.
Oh
The highest reporting states. The highest is Washington, 620. Second is California, 432.
Of course, pot-smoking idiots.
Well,
I was going to say the same thing.
Wait till you hear this group of states, okay? It's not going to necessarily be what you expect. Third, Florida, at 308. So
LOL, Florida.
I know. I mean, Florida man, right? Florida man spots Bigfoot at gas station. I mean, who knows, right? So next, Ohio, 266. Okay, I went to high school in Ohio. I'm pretty sure half my graduating class probably thought they saw Bigfoot because they're idiots. Next is Oregon at 243. And next is Texas at 213.
Okay.
Okay, after that I stopped keeping track because there's like a big jump. The next highest state is like 100 or something.
Yeah.
There's no trees in Texas. Why would Bigfoot go there?
Why would Bigfoot? So this is the range of Bigfoot, apparently. Washington, California, Oregon, fine. Florida, Ohio, and Texas, probably not.
Yeah, no.
Probably not.
Yeah, and nobody in that many sightings, nobody has ever shot a Bigfoot.
Well,
and
that's
like,
what I.
In Texas they would have shot it in like 2 seconds.
They would have. People would have Bigfoot mounted all over the fireplaces in Texas. I mean, the fireplaces which they never use because it's Texas.
I'd have a Bigfoot rug right now. I don't care.
I mean, and I also looked up our states to give you the numbers. So I told you Massachusetts is 31, right?
Uh-huh.
Virginia, 75.
Yes. Okay.
New York, 103. Interestingly, Acadia, North Carolina, 0.
Yeah, we don't stand for. We don't let in the gays or the Bigfoots.
But South Carolina, 52. So they must really respect that
we
border.
got them the fuck out. We said go to Virginia and South Carolina. You fucking homo Bigfoots coming in our bathroom trying to feel up our daughters.
Right? Oh my God.
Leaving your hairballs to climb.
Leaving everything around, fucking causing the highest level of Bigfoot thing on BFRO, the Bigfoot glory hole encounter.
And I would like to now introduce into this conversation the fact that you told me to make this about Bigfoot or suggested it as a possible option because we were going to have Stay Frey on, and then you told me not to call her until after this section. So please explain yourself.
But it's going to be a segue.
Okay.
Because you kept it a secret. I can't be the program director if it's Operation fucking question mark.
Oh Jesus Christ. I fucking swear to God. Okay.
What?
Well, considering that I would say the majority of these sightings seem to be in the Pacific Northwest, I think this is definitely something that Stay Frey needs to weigh in on.
I think she does. I think she does need to weigh in on it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, all things.
Perhaps you should probably try to tell the audience who Stay Frey is.
Oh, Stacey Fraser, who will be joining us shortly as our special guest.
Yeah, we're gonna introduce her and about her. She has a website and all that stuff, and I'm sure she'll tell us about it, right?
In a
Sure.
MySpace.
Yeah. And a
I
mixed
And
her-
she may have once seen a Bigfoot get a hand job at a truck stop.
Could
You never know. You never know. She might have a personal story.
She might.
She
might.
I have seen
we
lots
can't
of
know.
things get hand jobs at truck stops.
Oh, well,
Oh
that's
my
definitely too
gosh.
much information.
What are you doing at truck stops all the time?
Yeah, you spend a lot of time
I
at truck
was
stops.
stopping
Okay. Okay.
because I needed a 5-pound bag of beef jerky and a fucking Bluetooth headset and
Oh, God damn
some
it.
lottery tickets. So fuck
Of course
you.
you did.
That's what you get. This
Of course you did.
Okay.
is a truck stop.
Okay.
Also,
all
I
right.
want to take a shower at a
Oh.
restaurant, which
Hey!
also you can do at a
Hey,
truck stop.
don't knock that. When I
That's
went
true.
to Alaska, like truck stops were the only places you could find showers, like on the way.
Let's see.
We stopped and did that. My mom, my brothers, and I was in high school. This was where we'd stop and you'd pay for a shower at the truck stop. They're actually pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Paid
Oh my
for a
gosh.
shower.
Yeah. Okay.
Pay
Okay.
for a fucking Bigfoot dong right through the. Ooh, this
You see this?
nozzle seems
Do you
strange.
see this? Do you see this? Do you see
Oh
this?
my gosh.
Okay. All right. So there's a couple more things.
You realize that trip to Alaska was a failed abandonment by your parents.
No, you're stupid.
Fuck, they got back in the car. Oh,
Oh my God, you're the worst. You're literally the worst.
son of a bitch.
Literally.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, a couple more things. One is,
Mhm.
here's you already kind of said my main point about this, Bnev, but like, if I'm to think these things are real, like really there are this many sightings, we have 0 bodies. We have
Right.
0 like legit sightings, like actual footage that you can show on TV that doesn't look like a guy in a gorilla costume 7,000 feet away.
Yeah,
Like,
but no, but they
come
proved
on.
that one video it couldn't be a person because of the way it walked. Like
what
its
video are you
bones
talking
weren't
about?
right.
There's like a billion
The
videos.
video.
video.
The,
Okay,
the one
whatever.
from like the 60s or whatever.
The 70s?
No, it was the 60s. I think it was long ago.
Okay.
And it's the
Okay.
one where he's looking over his shoulder,
The one that looks like a guy in a gorilla costume?
but it's not. They've
Yeah,
tested it with
that
fucking
one.
science.
They've tested it with science.
Yes, and they said
With
people don't walk that way.
1960s science.
God
damn it.
All
And
right.
there's been
I'm
no
just
video,
saying.
no
You know-
HD video taken
Right.
from like 200
Right.
miles away.
Like,
even I mean,
We
nowadays,
can't Google
I mean,
Earth this
come on.
shit. Come on. Like,
Maybe.
there's
Yeah.
cameras everywhere.
Oh, good
Okay.
Cameras
point.
everywhere.
Good
Okay,
point.
stop. I'm still in charge, Acadia. Shut up for
But
a
I
second.
have questions.
Stop. Wait.
But I have.
This
See,
is
you
my
don't
point.
like
you
science.
know your whole thing. I think it was last week where you're talking, or maybe it was the week before. You're talking about like how much undiscovered life there is, or something, and then
Yes.
how it's like 90% microbes, not giant ape creatures bigger than human beings, who like we'd fucking run into. We would have seen them by now, like legit, more than like a few crazy people. People would have actually seen them. There'd be
Sure.
it's just silly.
Especially
then-
considering all the wildlife I've actually seen, like
Right.
without even looking for it. I'm
Without
like,
trying.
boom, there's a mountain lion. So,
Right. Oh,
yeah,
it's
without
there's a
even
bear.
looking.
There's a
Yeah,
bear,
but-
cool.
But
Yeah.
But what?
you don't find gorilla bones all over the place in Africa.
We're not, oh my God. I don't, because I haven't been to Africa.
Right, but
I
what I'm
bet
saying is
if I
that
went-
if they were so popular, then every
Okay,
museum
because
would
there's,
have
like-
monkey skeletons in it,
Because
and
there's
none.
like 50 gorillas left because we killed them all. So the
Right,
other
so there
thing
should
is-
be lots
no,
of bones. Ergo,
There are
Wait a minute.
bones.
But there's
Are you trying to
actual
tell me there are
gorillas
no
at the
gorilla
zoo.
bones in Africa? What is wrong with you?
I'm not talking about live gorilla. I'm talking about what if Bigfoots. So we keep assuming
wait to
that
hear
they're
this.
like dumb animals.
No, I'm not assuming that.
So what if they're just hiding?
Acadia, they'd have to be the best at hiding in the world. The
They
fucking
live in the
former
trees.
Listen to me. The fucking like GOP Speaker of the House guy can't hide the fact that he's a fucking pedophile. Why?
Well,
are
he
these
hid it
guys-
for quite a while,
Well, he failed eventually. So
and he didn't even get busted for that. It was because the fucking payoff check bounced.
okay, can you just listen to me? Are these things smarter than everything else on the planet? Because we have found all other giant animals.
How do you know? I mean, there's no way you can know that. There could be a dino bear that we don't know about.
Also because of science, scientists say that in order for there to be enough of them, for there to be a breeding population, like we discover them. Actual discovery.
Unless they live in an underground city and cremate their dead.
You don't think that we would know if there was an underground city? You are so stupid. Okay.
No. How would we know if there was an underground city? What are you dialed into that someone? Yeah, we found an underground city. No one would tell you.
Dude,
I think
and if
that's
somebody
called
found it,
thermal
the
imaging.
Bigfoots would just go, "You got two fucking choices now. You can live with us, or we'll kill you." And what are you gonna do? Well, I guess I fucking live underground with the Bigfoots now because I don't want to get my ass fucked out by a giant Bigfoot for blabbing.
Oh God! What we've discovered today is that Acadia definitely believes in Bigfoot and probably is one half Bigfoot.
I am saying
Yes.
the door is open for a Bigfoot to come through it.
Oh Jesus!
No,
Okay.
I think that you're definitely saying the door is open. The door is wide open, and you are preaching. You are preaching from the Church of Sasquatch right now.
Exactly. Me and Mortimer Gladstone, who him and his wife heard some Bigfoots doing it.
I think that you are Mortimer Gladstone, actually. I think that might be your real name.
I think you just solved a fucking conundrum right there, B-Nev, because you're right. Because I only try to climb mountains that are very low, so I do not get winded.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So you only climb mountains in Massachusetts. You don't go anywhere higher.
Right, because they're just basically hills.
They are basically hills.
It's actually a speed bump. It's a speed bump, actually.
Speed bump.
Yeah, in Colorado, we have real mountains out there, said every fucking person that's near the Rockies.
Well, it's true. My parents live there.
Well, they are the Rockies.
Yeah, well, we'll go fucking find somebody from the Alps and they can piss right in your face.
They'll piss right in your face.
Yeah, they'll piss mountain piss. You want real mountains? One of the Mount Everest would hold all of. You know, this is actually a true fact. All of the Rocky Mountains could fit inside Mount Everest.
Well, luckily, I'm not trying to climb Mount Everest.
Wait,
I would
that doesn't.
Sherpa.
Wait, that's supposed to be a fact?
Oh, it's true.
That doesn't make any sense. You know.
Sure,
that,
it does. Volume-wise.
Stop. Mount Everest is what, like 29,000 feet?
Right, but it's got girth. So if you crumbled up all the Rocky Mountains and made Mount Everest
the whole
into a cup,
range, you know it goes up into Canada, right?
I know exactly where it goes. You can check it out yourself.
This sounds extremely fishy.
Geometry and mathematics.
Okay, I will. Okay,
you know how all the other New England states can fit inside Maine? Like land area-wise?
That doesn't sound surprising to me. Maine is
right. It's the same with Mount Everest.
Oh, God, you're so stupid. Okay, we'll discuss it later.
The biggest...
We have to call Stacy.
Yeah, I know, but I will just say the biggest thing against there being Bigfoots is that people in Texas have not killed them. Unless...
That's true.
I agree.
Unless it's the same people who hunt humans and they have a deal with the Bigfoots so that they go, okay, well, we'll only kill your Bigfoot prisoners and we will not tell anybody in exchange for you giving us Bigfoots to hunt and eat human meat.
I have no idea what just happened.
Oh my gosh.
Whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know
I just unearthed the Bigfoot Texas conspiracy. I blew the fucking lid right off this show.
Remember, it's in Ohio and Florida, too.
Right.
Yeah, no, those are anomalies.
Okay, well...
Those are the crazy people.
Yeah, you can't count Florida.
Not Acadia, just them. They're crazy.
You can't count Florida because not only are there no trees, there's no hills. It's completely flat.
I think I liked it better when Acadia's microphone wasn't working as well.
Because we couldn't hear him?
Loud now. I just need to mute him.
Slut shaming. Slut and victim blaming, and you're doing it again.
Slut shaming? Oh, God.
It's what you're doing.
Oh, God.
Oh my
okay,
God.
we're going to call Stacy now.
No,
Okay.
Do I have to make like a ring sound because we're in a hangout and no one would...
Yes.
Sure,
Yes.
make a ring sound.
Hey, we only have one viewer.
I don't know what that means.
I didn't even know anybody knew that we were doing it
I
live.
posted it. Why don't you whore the link, whore?
I don't want anybody watching it. I just want them to listen to the podcast.
Well, then that's going to be a jam up because it's going to be sitting on the internet as
Okay.
a video while you're lolling around in the bed like
Oh, God.
some sexy debutante. Oh, look at me rolling around.
Oh,
Well, I didn't
Lord.
know we were going to be doing it live. I thought we were just going to record. I think actually I'm the one viewer because I think I hit that on accident at first.
Well, be careful what you wish for because I can't redo Hangouts, she said bitchily. And I did Hangouts, and now you're still complaining because
Oh,
you
God.
guys are the worst.
I have no idea.
Because you said, why do we have to use Skype?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That was like last week. We're talking about current events now.
I can't talk and sit in a chair. I need to be in my bed.
Oh, Jesus.
Where's Stacy Frazier?
She's coming.
Well, then,
It's
is
probably-
she going to join the show after? Whoa!
Oh, you're
Well, we are behind our regularly scheduling program.
She said, you guys are killing me.
I know. We know.
We know.
How?
I
This
hope
is a public access program. She could just come in. Literally, internet.
Hold on.
Yeah, see
Am I
how
supposed
you
to
like
do
it.
something else?
Wait, I'll be you when this. Why aren't you just doing it? Yeah, why don't you go fuck yourself? Why don't I just take a big bag of spoons and rattle it around your head? Because that might help.
Oh my gosh.
Yay!
Jesus fucking Christ, what's going on here?
Welcome to the show, Casey Frazier from Bigfoot Country herself. And she's a hiker, and she may know Mortimer Gladstone.
That's true. She might. She might.
No idea who that is.
Person.
It's a made-up
Oh.
It is
So-
a hiking enthusiast.
name. You made up the name, though.
It's close.
I thought it was
Okay.
real.
Close to
I like the
what?
name.
So our topic this week was Bigfoot,
Okay.
which we already discussed, but you are welcome to weigh in. And I was telling the story about I was interested to know about any sightings in Massachusetts, where I live. So I read this account about how some people were on a hike of Mount Greylock, which is the highest mountain in the state, but it's Massachusetts, so it's not that high. And they
Great name, though.
basically,
Greylock.
yeah, pretty good. They basically heard a clapping sound in the woods and so decided it must have been Bigfoot. That's their entire story.
All right, baby. That's the classic.
Exactly.
That
They
is
were-
solid proof right there.
Solid.
That's some science.
So Acadia decided the guy's name was Mortimer Gladstone.
Go Massachusetts.
I mean, it sounds,
Right.
it could be. It could be.
Heard this clapping sound in the woods?
He heard a
Mhm.
clapping sound, and
And it was from 100 feet away.
it was from 100 feet away. And there were other hikers on the trail, but they were a 10-minute walk away, so it couldn't have been them. Only
Right.
100
possible
feet?
explanation.
Not
I
that
don't think he
far.
understands how short 100 feet is. Like,
Yeah.
I know. That's not far at all.
That's not very far.
No.
Was there a lot of underbrush? I mean,
Mortimer is blind.
has really thick glasses. You dropped him.
Probably.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not
his
sure why Mortimer
wife-
didn't-
His wife was with him, which the fact that he was married, I felt like gave him some clout in the story, because initially, as the story was being told, I imagined him as a lonely, I don't know, wandering freak of the woods or something. I actually thought he was possibly Sasquatch himself and was trying to self-promote.
See,
No, he just needed a shower. That's
That's it. He just needed to take a
he
shower.
was a through hiker.
Yeah. He said he actually tried to replicate the noises. That
Yes,
was
he did.
that was
That was
fun
good.
too. So.
With Mrs. Gladstone.
No, he didn't
With
say
Mrs.
that.
Gladstone.
He did not say that part.
What is this?
Slapping it up
What
on the
lyrics
old
to a song?
Greylock.
What's that?
Yeah, I was going to say, what are these lyrics to a song?
Ooh,
I know.
yeah.
Kind of sound like it. Jesus.
What they actually, it's a well-known, well, not super well-known, Massachusetts legend of the Mount Greylock belly bucker, who will, it's just a guy that hangs around on Mount Greylock, and he will take off his shirt and try to smack himself against you if you go too near his lair.
That's
Okay.
fantastic. That's better than Bigfoot.
That sounds
belly-
better.
Belly bucker.
Yep, it's belly bucking is it's a real thing, and that is some more science.
Wow. I don't
Not
trust anything coming out of
Yeah,
Acadia's
yeah,
mouth.
your
but-
definition of science is.
Hey, we did
It's one of those
geometry
used
earlier
term.
when
Oh,
I
yeah.
taught B. Nev about what a cone is and how you can fit all of the Rocky Mountains inside
No,
Mount Everest.
it was me. I was the one arguing with
No.
you.
You argue with me. I could go look out and you would just let an arrow hit you in the face because you will not say look out because I was the one that said it.
Oh, it's probably true.
Hey, there's a
That
car
analogy
coming. Why don't you go
is
fuck yourself? I
ridiculous.
want to get run over.
So this is
Okay,
a live hangout?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
No,
that's
we're-
great.
We're being
It's-
watched by nobody all over the globe.
Watch by
I'm-
3
yeah.
people.
Yeah, those are us.
We're being
And
watched
we're
by-
in
I think
we're in the
that is-
hangout.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I know this is quite interesting. I'm actually in bed doing the podcast tonight, so none of us, of course, were expecting to.
We weren't
Be on
expecting
air.
to be doing the podcast. Oh, this is better.
Yes,
Stupid
yes.
portrait
I-
view.
I didn't understand why we were using Skype, for Christ's sake. What?
Yeah.
Acadia still has
None
not
of us
adequately
did.
explained it to us, so none of us know.
No, he just
Arcadia.
likes to slut shame us, as he says.
No,
into,
you're slut shaming me and victim blaming.
Oh God,
You
you're so
both
ridiculous.
Are doing it constantly, and I identify as a podcaster.
Oh my God, you are amazing.
Okay,
A
you did
Skyper.
it. And what does that have to do with Skype?
It has to do with the fact that I have to do all of the work
Oh
while
God.
Annie and Fanny here do nothing but complain for a week.
Jesus Christ.
I just asked. a
Okay,
simple
that
question.
still explains nothing.
Okay, I only knew how to record directly to the program from Skype. I don't know how to do it from Hangouts, which is why now we're doing a video on the internet that I will then later turn into an MP3 so that I can make it a podcast, because I want every hour you spend to be 7 of my hours.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's fair to me.
Seems fair.
That is the best.
I think it's fair.
All this thing into the most difficult thing.
Yes.
That's our goal. That's our goals in life.
You have succeeded in every aspect of your life as it pertains to me.
Oh Jesus. All right. Next. We're going to
Oh,
BNEV's. This is BNEV's section now.
But wait, no, but Stacy hikes all the time.
but
Haven't you
Stacy
always
didn't
seen?
wait.
All right,
So-
so yeah, do you have a question? What?
Yeah,
I
I
don't
wanna
know
know-
Mortimer. What's his face?
How
what
many
is-
times have you
Okay.
seen Bigfoot?
I want to know what the weirdest thing you have seen on one of your hikes, other than generally like outside, which would freak me out. But like,
Hmm.
since you're used to it, have you ever seen like a half alligator, half horse?
Oh, have you seen a jackalope?
I haven't actually seen anything weird. I did one of our most recent hikes, though. We were up hiking, and we were by ourselves mostly. There were some hikers coming down, but it was mountainous where we were, and it was pretty remote. And we kept hearing this weird, hollow, kind of like distant drum sound. And I just kept thinking of like the Call of Cthulhu. I'm not kidding you, like the entire time, because we couldn't figure out where the sound was coming from, and it was like a low bassy kind of sound, like somebody was listening to like something really bassy in a really distant parking lot somewhere with their music cranked, but there was no such place anywhere near us, so we never could figure out. We kind of chalked it up to maybe some, I don't know, bird, woodpecker, something in some hollow tree
Like
somewhere,
some
but it
weird
was in
echoing.
different places as we hiked, and it was a pretty long hike. It was about 8 or 9 miles, so we still have no idea. It was really weird, though.
It was probably Bigfoot.
It was kind of eerie. It wasn't clapping.
Oh, all
Well,
right.
no, because probably what they were doing, they were, the clapping came later. They were having a dance.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's true. I think
What if?
maybe the sounds could have been similar, but he described them as clapping. What about that? I mean, Mortimer's kind of hard of hearing, so
Could be.
maybe it was the same thing.
And he doesn't understand distances.
Right, obviously, with those Coke bottles.
Clearly.
Well, yeah, and a clap is a sharper kind of sound than a low bassy drum in the distance kind of
Yeah,
sound.
I
But
think that
Mortimer may be
Houston-
really, really poor at describing things. I don't know.
Mortimer is an
Not
idiot.
in the world of Bigfoot. In the world of Bigfoot, it's exactly the same. See, because even though it's completely different, it's the same.
It's actually the
It's the
same.
same.
You
The same.
it could be a
Yeah.
Bigfoot Cthulhu cult,
Oh, Jesus.
which would be a double whammy of unprecedented. Because why would Cthulhu care if it's a Bigfoot or a person? He wouldn't care.
Right.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, "Open that portal."
It all makes sense. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
I have legitimate questions for Stacey Fraser. Number one, what distinguishes a hike from a walk? Is it special shoes, or perhaps a stick, or do you wear a hat? Like, why is it? I just walked up a hill, or no, I went hiking. What makes it its own verb and noun?
Well, as far as true definitions, I have no idea. In my mind, though, like I could take a walk from my home down by the river that's behind where I live, my neighborhood, but when I go hiking, it's like a planned excursion. It's not like, you know what, I just ate, I'm going to go for a walk. It's not that kind of spur of the moment kind of thing. And there's some preparation. You've got to plan your destination. You have to know the weather and, the terrain, because you have to be prepared. There's more to it than that. Now this is just my personal definition, but other than that, I have no idea.
Then I think we should change it to land canoeing.
Valid.
I don't carry a paddle.
Yeah, but you have to do all the things that you would do if you were going to go on a canoe trip.
Yeah,
And you would never say, "I'm going to go on a
planning.
trip."
There's planning involved.
Yeah, all right. So that's what it is.
Okay, land canoeing.
All right.
Got it.
Nailed
Makes
it.
sense.
But there's also, oh my gosh, but
I
there's also
prefer
planning
kayak.
involved if you're flying somewhere, and you're not going to call it that she's flying the mountain.
I'm land
People
gliding.
can't fly, B-Nev.
Oh, God.
Here, your
But I can
definition.
land boat.
Yes.
Oh,
that's a-
God.
That's a land boat.
Well, Acadia lives on a boat, so that's why he's obsessed
It's a
with it.
land boat.
It's
That's right.
yes, it is a land barge that I sail up and down right next to the Mississippi River.
Which is a
Oh,
broke
God.
down man by the river.
That's right.
It's not broken down all the
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
God.
I kindly ask people for a jump, and they run.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
But in all seriousness, it is very important to plan your hikes because obviously, depending on where you're hiking, people do have injuries. There have been, tragedies. The weather can change, depending. I mean, I at least
You
I
can
know
lose
in
the
my
trail.
time spent in Colorado, there would definitely be instances where people would go missing and things of that nature. So obviously
absolutely.
it is very important to know what you're doing and to be with people that are prepared and know what they're doing. So as someone who's so passionate about hiking, I hear that you have a website. Does that involve a blog of some sort
Yeah,
as
Are
well?
you in the blogosphere?
It's a blog. Yeah. So it's basically a blog in the blogosphere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just detailing. It's kind of trip reports, I guess, is what it commonly is known as on the internet. You know, when you talk about the trails that you hike. So we just do a little story about the hike. We talk about the trail and the things we experienced, any wildlife we encountered, and any other things that we happened to do or see while we were out. Fees, because a lot of the places the parking lots are in parks, so there are fees involved. So we try to include any stuff like that, anything that's helpful essentially to any potential hikers that would be interested in those hikes. So
And the level
What's the URL of that? Because I cannot find it on Pornhub.
Oh, Jesus.
Likely not. That is correct. It's pnwanderers.com.
Peen Wanderers.
Not
Peen
Peen.
Wanderers.
PN.
Like
PN.
Pacific Northwest.
God, you're an idiot, Acadia.
Peen Wanderers. Not peeing, like,
We know what it is. We know what it is.
we're not talking about golden showers.
We'll put an actual link because he's over here. He's going to write Peen Wanderers.
I
We'll
am
put the right.
looking right now how to hike and avoid getting belly bucked, porked by a Bigfoot, or eaten by Cthulhu. Those are all handy tips.
yeah.
Right.
And make sure that if you have to pee and not stop hiking, that you walk backwards.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, and that,
There, what's that?
Downhill or downhill. Wait, you have to consider your if there's an elevation change though.
Yeah, I try not to change my elevation.
Well,
My
That's called a walk.
I am
that's
like
a walk, Acadia.
Now we're back to the land boat.
yeah, land canoeing.
I like that Afterglow Vista. That seems to be the table where either they killed Aslan the lion or called Cthulhu.
Actually, that was a really, really cool place. And we heard about it. There's another podcast besides this one. Believe it or not, there are more.
That's
unheard of.
Oh, so wait, we're your Sloppy Seconds podcast? Is that?
So no, I wasn't on the podcast. This is the only podcast that I've ever been on.
Yeah, damn right.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
Claimed.
Oh, God.
So yeah, there's a podcast, Lore Podcast, and if you're into like
I subscribe to that. Love it.
lore, it's basically this guy does an excellent job of he does stories. He's a great storyteller of like supernatural and like folklore stuff, things about vampires and just weird stuff about all over the world. He does these stories, really interesting stuff. And he mentioned this Afterglow Vista place, which is a mausoleum. And that's on an island here, San Juan Island here in the Pacific Northwest. So we decided to go check it out because we found out about it from the podcast. But yeah, that one is really interesting. Really weird and interesting place, to go. And it's actually
kill a
really
drifter on that
pretty.
table?
What's that?
Did they
Did
what?
you kill a drifter on that table?
Oh, Jesus. No.
Did you sacrifice a drifter?
Well, there's obviously grooves cut into the table, so if you killed a drifter and the blood went in the grooves, it might drip down
What would
onto
it
some
awaken?
type of switch.
It would awaken the Bigfoot Cthulhu.
True.
So
That is
she knows better. She knows better.
Right.
And the Lore
That's
podcast,
something
just-
an amateur would do. Acadia,
Hey.
like you.
I am not a professional Bigfoot belly bucker. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No,
I'm
you're
just
not.
starting out. And the Lore podcast, by the way, the guy does all by himself. And you can see me doing the pointing at my eyes and then at your eyes thing. Just picture it, because let that sword be hanging over your
Oh
head.
my god.
Yeah,
All
but
by himself.
however, see how gracefully he talks about doing it by himself, as opposed to
Certain other parties.
Right.
they're fingers to eyes, fingers to eyes.
Yeah.
You know what?
That
This
about.
is the perfect time to transition to our next part of the podcast,
Yes.
which is what
That's a
bothers
great idea.
Rena. What bothers BNev 26?
Me.
I can't wait to hear this. Wait, I have to fix my stupid
As
camera.
usual, number one is Acadia.
Yes.
Okay. Congratulations, you win.
He always makes it into the rounds of the top 3 things that are bothering me this week.
Yes.
We usually don't put him in the voting section on the site because obviously
It's so
we know
obvious.
that hands
He would
that
just
he
win
would
every
win.
time. Right.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Took him off. Last week we had when the driver in front of you breaks up for absolutely no reason.
Mm-hmm.
We had mosquitoes. God damn fucking mosquitoes.
Which
And we had
Acadia
slow
was on the
walkers.
mosquitoes' side.
I just
Remember?
said that they were a part of the ecosystem, and I'm sure that Stacy
They're
would
not.
back me up. You want all the bats to
Well,
die.
They serve as food. That's the only thing I can think of as far as.
That's all I
serving
said.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Good job,
They
Team
Okay.
Wanderer.
it's true. You know
Let's-
what? They do. But technically they serve no purpose. Even though
Other
people
than that, I can't think of
that
any
things
reason.
do eat them.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
Let's not rehash
So-
last week. Let's go to the new ones.
But the slow walkers did win, however, for
Yes.
our little poll that we did, and I think that Acadia rigged it. So, anyways,
I
this
voted
week
for
we
slow
have-
walkers myself.
I
So,
did too.
I know.
I did.
You know what? I mean, slow walkers pretty
They're
easily
the
win, but
worst.
damn those mosquitoes. I mean,
They're pretty
ugh,
terrible.
Gosh.
You know, wait, let me combine
Yeah.
things for 1 second. Years
Okay.
ago, I went backcountry camping in Baxter State Park in Maine, and
Yay!
it was, first of all, it was amazing, but second of all, it was super duper mosquito season. And on the way in, I wanted to die because I was getting eaten alive. I had DEET all over me. I was I put a t-shirt over my face so that my eyes and nose were sticking out, and they were still biting me. They were biting me through my clothes. It was a nightmare. So
Yeah.
fuck you, mosquitoes.
Well, and now,
Fuck
you know
you.
what? What about the Zika virus? I didn't even bring that
Yeah.
up last week
No
because
thanks.
I didn't think we were going to have personal accident for mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Acadia. All right, let's move on before I get into basically punching Acadia in the dick.
Or before you fall asleep.
Yes, I am in bed. So, and we know it's past your bedtime. It's 10:30. So, I mean, usually you're in bed by 7. Anyways, here we are for What Bothers VNev 2016. I need some music in this section too.
That's
by the
true.
way.
Yeah, we need all sorts of stuff, but you guys just go, what? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Just carry on.
Okay.
Sing a song,
So,
Acadia.
Oh,
so for the first thing that bothers me this week is mouth breathers. Does everybody know what a mouth breather is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Okay. Well, okay. Acadia, we'll give Acadia half credit for being in that category. So we'll put mouth breathers /
I can't breathe through my mouth because of the CPAP machine, and you know that. So, again, slut
Whoa.
shame.
That's sorry.
Hey, what are you going to do? You live at a truck stop.
Apparently. God.
was that?
Wow.
Somebody's driving their
Acadia-
four-wheeler, it sounds like, down the street.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. All right. Well,
Wow.
so an open mouth breather, according to Urban Dictionary, I've been doing some major reporting here, is an individual that breathes through their mouth when not exerted. So someone that literally just sits there with their mouth open all the time.
Like
for
Darth
absolutely
Vader.
no reason. Right. Yeah. Exactly. So, but obviously there's some health problems associated with that as well. So it's gross and it's harmful to your health. So it's not just annoying, it's harmful
bad.
to your health. They say that a kid's face can actually change shapes due to them being a mouth breather
Oh,
in
God.
their youth, according to the Journal of General Dentistry.
Wow.
So there you go.
Change shapes like into what?
A
Just
permanent
stupid
mouth
face.
breather face? Like,
You'll just have a dumb, stupid face, and you'll always look sweaty. And yep. And it actually, there's science behind it because
oh,
there's
Jesus.
hair in your nose that weeds out the particles, and if you breathe through your mouth, it all just goes right down into your
No,
gut.
that's not exactly correct. There, the hair in your nose part is
No,
correct.
it's not. No, they call it long face syndrome. Is actually what it's
Or
called.
the long
Severe-
face.
Like horse
Sarah
face.
Jessica Parker.
Maybe
Long
that's
face.
where the term. Maybe that's where the term came from. Where's the long face? We'll have to look into that. But they
Alright.
actually do call it long face syndrome. Long, narrow faces, very unattractive facial features. Also, their
That's
tonsils.
why Acadia wears a mask.
That's
That is
right.
exactly why. That's one of the many reasons. And if you see somebody that's just walking around with their mouth open, breathing, a good thing to say to them is, "Hey, good to see you're practicing for that blowjob contest."
Oh, that's terrible.
Especially if it's a child.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, it's a hard world. They need
I
to
was
learn.
going to try to link it back to the mosquito population, you freak.
Right, I know.
He's always got to go to wherever the worst place is.
If mosquitoes sting your inside of your nose, you have to breathe through your mouth.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay.
Shut up.
Anyway.
Next.
All right. The next one is, all right, number 2 is when you're walking around with your earbuds in and someone tries to talk to you.
Oh.
At the gym, in public, you're at the library, you're at the cafe, you have
On
your
the train?
earbuds in. What? Yes, on the train. I mean, maybe this is more of an East Coast thing, but you're constantly moving around, you're doing things, you got your earbuds in, you're making phone calls, whatever you're doing, and then all of a sudden, like, someone's just like, blah, 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 blah. You're like, I can't hear you, and you don't know the person. Why? Why do they choose to talk to you with your
Well,
earbuds?
maybe you were standing on their balls, and they're trying to get you to
Probably
get off
not.
of them.
Probably not.
Never
You just
what the
described the
case is.
fact, hey,
That's
I'm
never
an
what the
East
case
Coast jerk, and I'm walking around in my own world. How dare you to tell me to get out of the middle of the street?
Jesus. She's not talking about people who are trying to rescue her from traffic. That is not what she's
She
talking
did
about.
not make any distinctions whatsoever.
Acadia, come on.
Well, I was trying to until you just wouldn't shut your goddamn yap, you garbage pail sluts.
Well,
okay?
I don't sugarcoat things. I fucking tell it like it is.
Okay, Badude.
All right, stop bedooning
I
me.
bedooed.
Stop bedooning me. Okay?
Badude. Oh shit, my phone is dying.
All right.
Just so
carry
everybody
on.
knows, there's a guy named Badude who made fun of the podcast, and when displeasure was expressed, he said, "Hey, I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat things, such as my opinion of podcasts."
Oh,
Basically.
And it was hurtful.
it was hilarious. It was
'Cause we are
hilarious,
trying.
actually. So now
Oh,
he's
God.
become a verb.
Now
Now
he's
he's
a
become a
verb.
verb. Now he's a verb. All right. So,
Excuse me.
all right. So basically, as usual, Acadia has totally shut down my second one, just like you did last week with your
With
midgets
mosquitoes.
running into traffic and your mosquitoes and everything else. Go fuck yourself. Okay. So next one is the big one. This is the one really pisses me off so bad. It's when that motherfucker who walks into Taco Bell and takes like 45 goddamn minutes to order like he's never been there before.
Right,
Mm.
right.
Never
First
been there
time in a
before.
Taco Bell.
I mean, it's like he's looking around like, what's
What's a taco?
Okay,
Taco.
so just for clarification purposes, though,
Yeah.
or
Doesn't
devil's
have to
advocate or whatever. So is this the
Right.
combination KFC Taco Bell, or is this
Oh.
just the straight
It can be
Taco
either
Bell?
one. It can be either one.
Is-
It can be
Because,
either
you know,
one.
sometimes all those choices can
Yes.
be overwhelming.
You know
When
what?
it's like 3 restaurants combined.
Yeah, that's a lot of shit to look at.
It's a little confusing.
Saying.
No, we don't usually. I don't have a lot of those
Popcorn,
around here.
shit, or whatever they have versus a bean burrito.
and And
Do I want a 20-piece bucket of chicken, or do I want a
oh,
20-pack of tacos, or...
Do the tacos come with gravy? I don't know.
oh,
True.
they
No.
should.
Oh
They
my
should.
God, they should. We have a lot of the
We can get a
pizza.
coleslaw taco. There's
Oh.
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut what?
Pizza Hut / Taco Bells
Oh, yeah.
out here.
Oh, I
So,
haven't seen that.
Well, huh?
I haven't seen that.
We used to have a
Yeah.
couple in Boston, but they're gone now.
Yeah, that's what we have. I've never seen a KFC Taco Bell. I can see where that would
Yeah.
be more of a dilemma.
We have that out here. We have KFC Taco Bell combo.
I have to say, and I'm sad to say it, but I would be one of those people that annoys
No.
BNev.
Of course you would.
Because
by the
no,
way.
wait. I don't fucking understand Taco Bell. It all tastes the same, and it has 50 different names. They just every time a drug cartel kills someone, they take that person's last name and turn it into a food.
Oh.
So no matter what you order, they take that fucking meat gun and they squirt it in there. Then they put the same shit from the same dishes on there, and they put it in a different wrapper. And sometimes they fry it.
much.
So I would be confused, and I would need BNev to help me.
You know what?
Well-
It's basically all the same stuff. I mean, it's like, give me a break. They actually have tied indecision in restaurants to not only anxiety disorders, but also OCD is what they're saying. That people that have a tough time deciding what they want to eat in a restaurant usually tend to have anxiety disorders or OCD.
Oh, that's
I
Well-
can see that.
That makes sense.
I can see that being true.
Hmm.
Well, it's a lot of pressure, though.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you have an anxiety disorder already, and then you're at the front of the line. You've
And then
got
you've got-
10 people behind you.
An
You've
angry
got-
BNev behind you.
Sighing.
You've got 1,003 selections up there, and you're not quite sure what you want to get.
Mhm.
I can see. The only thing you're certain of is that you need a Diet Coke with.
Yep.
That's
No
right.
matter what it is.
Diet Coke.
A Guadalupe, a Madrupa,
And a Diet Coke.
4 pupas, and a Diet
Supersize.
Coke.
Right.
And do you have fries? No, this is Taco Bell.
Hey, do you guys
don't-
remember like 10 years ago when all the fast food places made all their drinks and sizes smaller because of like the super size me shit and everybody was like all
Yes.
mad about it? And
Yes.
so then I got used to the new sizes and I would go in and order like a medium because it was like a normal size, like 16 ounces or something. Now we're back to a medium is like a bucket and a large
Right.
is like a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, well,
So
Michelle Obama's fixing that shit.
Oh, don't.
Did you hear about that?
No.
No.
She
What?
She got the new food labels passed so that you have to actually say how much sugar you added to the food.
Good.
Good.
Or on the labeling.
Yep, on the label.
You don't have to say that when you're ordering at the counter.
No, they have to tell
Right.
you.
Okay.
But I can't order things. The best thing that ever happened to me was when they started going by numbers, because I get really embarrassed if I have to say the names of whatever they are.
I want the triple meat
Or like-
bacon
like-
cheesinator.
I remember
Please.
my mother was like, we were at the Burger King drive-thru, and she was just really being super emphatic about all the names. Like, I'll have a Whopper Junior, and I'm like, stop saying the name. It like freaked me out, and I can't even like now. I
Whopper
can't-
Junior freaked you out.
Like,
It's
and she
like
was
this
like,
big.
I'll have the like whatever the fish one from Burger King is. It was like the big fish, and she was just saying all the names. Oh, it killed me. I hate it.
Mom, say the number 5. Mom, stop.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, but that was before
that
they
only
had them.
pertains to like if you're getting like the meal or whatever, right? I mean, the individual things aren't numbered, are they?
No,
No.
they're not.
That's why I only get the deals now,
You
even if I
only get
don't
the
want
meals.
it.
You throw the fries and the drink out, but you still get the
Because you're
meal.
too afraid to say fish fillet.
Yes, I did, but it's
It's
not.
very
See,
scary.
fish fillet, I could say it's filet-o fish. And if you,
Whatever. If you say fish fillet, they know what you mean. They
I
only
guess
have one
that's
fish
true.
sandwich.
I just start crying and run out.
Oh, obviously.
Obviously.
And I'm
Yeah,
standing
I think-
behind him, going, "Hurry it up!" God
Yeah,
damn it.
she's back there yelling at him.
So long?
For the love of God, just order the chalupa.
Oh,
I bet that if you order the right like sequence of things at Taco Bell, that you say "I'm a big dumb fatty" in Spanish.
probably.
Probably.
None of their stuff is in Spanish for one. Let's
Yeah, that's
back this train up just a little bit.
It's
Yeah,
in code.
yeah.
So yeah, none of their stuff is actually in Spanish because it's not Mexican food.
That's
Let's be
true.
real clear.
That's accurate.
That is accurate.
It's
I don't
just
know which-
fast food with some Mexican flavoring in it, but it's not actual Mexican food.
I'm actually not even sure if it's actual food either.
No.
That could be true as well.
It might not be.
So that's why it doesn't matter what they order. They just need to hurry it up.
That's true. Hurry the fuck up.
Hurry up! I need to shit in 1 hour.
Order extra fire sauce. That's all that matters. Extra fire sauce, and you can order anything off the menu. It all tastes the same. You could actually mix it all together.
Just
Probably.
put it in a bucket and
Ugh.
mix it all up.
Right. If you have a Taco Bell / KFC, you can order the stuff into a KFC bucket and then just mix it all together.
There you go.
So which
That's
of those things is
horrifying.
the worst?
Ask him if it comes with a plastic shovel.
Oh,
Perfect. Yeah.
No.
Or like one of those, like a rope. You could put a rope around. It could be like for those things for horses,
like
whatever.
a feed bag.
Oh, a feed bag.
I think it would be
Tie it
the,
to your face.
the big fat straws that had a shovel end, like you used to get with Slurpees at
Yes,
7-Eleven.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give
Exactly.
me a big tub of that
That's what
meat
you
in one
need.
of those straws, and I
One of those
will
straws with the shovel on the end.
fucking.
Give me a towel.
I would just eat
God.
it on the toilet,
God. Remember?
and then I would get up and go
It's just
directly
like
into the shower.
Idiocracy.
Yes. Remember
Oh my
the
God.
what was that sandwich called at KFC that Cramsey recorded herself eating?
Oh my
it was-
God.
it was
I don't
like
remember
the
what it was
triple decker
called.
heart
The
wrecker.
double down.
Yeah, the
something?
double
The
down
thing
like.
where the
Gosh.
bun is pieces of chicken.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that was
A chicken
fantastic.
sandwich with like bacon and cheese on it, and then the bun was more chicken.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was like chicken fried chicken.
Yeah, it was really.
Gosh.
We'll send you.
Oh.
We'll point you to the
With a bunch
thing.
of other
We have-
horrible stuff in between.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see that in real life.
we're gonna send it to you. It's on Superficial Gallery.
It's
I'll
on-
find
Well,
it.
Yeah,
actually,
it's
not
on
only are we
gallery.
going to send it to you, we're going to actually send one to you, and you will
Yeah,
have
we're
to eat
gonna
it.
send you the sandwich.
We're gonna
and you
have
have to eat
we're
it.
gonna have for Throwback Thursday. We'll do a
Yep.
Thursday
Yes.
There's
episode.
throw up Thursday.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
Oh,
which of
God.
the three things is the worst, B-Nev?
Well, I personally think it's a Taco Bell thing, but everybody's killing me with that. So I don't know.
It is pretty bad. I have no patience for people. Like, I
Yeah.
get super angry in the morning. A lot of times at my work, I'll stop. There's like a big main building that has like a cafe in it and stuff, and then like I work in a smaller building. A lot of times I'll stop in the big building to get like a tea or something to bring with me, and I get so angry when there's somebody in line in front of me and they're like
Yeah.
chit-chatting or they're like buying 17 lottery tickets for some reason. I'm like, don't you have to
You know-
fucking get to work? What are you doing?
You know,
Like,
Yeah.
I've
No.
realized that you might have to start sprinkling in something like that's actually really bad, B-Nev, because like
No.
basically we're just settling on we hate people that are in our way and impede us. Like we should put like, oh well, people who breathe through their mouths and people who take too long at Taco Bell and blood diamonds. Like
I was gonna say maybe, just maybe. The problem isn't with everybody else. It's with us that are so
Oh.
impatient.
interesting
Well, you know
theory.
Oh,
Hmm.
Last week I said mosquitoes though.
That's true. And
true,
if you
that
came
is
to their
true.
defense,
That's valid.
yeah, but you meant American mosquitoes that were bothering you at your garden party, not the ones that kill millions in.
At
No,
your
she-
outdoor tea party.
she doesn't like them either. She doesn't like any mosquitoes.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
I don't. I've been to Jamaica and there's been mosquitoes, and I've been to.
That's right.
How
The
dare-
Zika virus didn't start in America.
Yeah, well, Zika virus will make it easier on women because the babies will have smaller heads.
Smaller, tiny heads.
Oh,
Come right out.
And
oh
they're
yeah,
probably
that
like,
makes it easy.
It's
they're
gonna
probably
make for a really good
mouth
Olympics. 'Cause-
breathers.
Oh,
Mouth
look
Probably
breathers.
at
mouth
all.
breathers.
Does anybody else think of Beetlejuice whenever you think of the Zika
Yes.
tiny head?
Every single time.
Yes, definitely.
I didn't before, but now I do.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
now it's burnt into your
I've
brain.
heard that was a side effect for pregnant women. I know I'm a horrible person, but
Hey, it was just a side effect. It wasn't a main effect.
That's right.
drunken person, drunken head guy.
Gosh, that
Bad
is
week.
Beetlejuice.
And now our second jingle that Jen didn't make for Good Week, Bad Week.
Okay,
Y-
just carry on. Just carry on. Let's
Why
go.
don't you
Moving
play an
along.
octave? Why don't you just give us one octave? What's an octave?
What do you mean play an octave?
I don't know.
On
You
my
put
what?
your fucking gnarled mitts up on there talking about how you play octaves.
What?
What did she say? Octave.
I never
Somebody
heard
she was
that.
talking about
got
something,
in
and
some
someone said,
discussion with somebody about something about my hand, and then I put a link to the thing from back whenever in the fall when people were posting pictures of their hands, and he said, "Oh, you can play something about an octave," and I said, "Yeah, actually, I play the piano and I can play a whole octave." I don't know why that's interesting right now. It's
because
irrelevant.
you're supposed to make a jingle for Good Week, Bad Week, and another one
I
for
don't
things
have
that
a
bother
fucking
Bina.
piano.
You
What are
should,
you talking about?
you should record just sounds for Acadia that end in a train wreck.
That's what
Yeah,
I
The
said at
sounds
the
of a
beginning.
fucking train wreck, and then that's perfect for Good Week,
That's
Bad Week.
perfect.
You know,
It's
why don't you just film yourself crunching along a gravelly path, sneaking up on somebody at a mountain? Because then it
Okay.
would be scrunch, 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 and then ah!
Oh
That
my
would be a good
god.
opening.
Okay.
It was a
That
good.
could happen.
Okay.
Yeah, just we don't need the camera part. We just need the sound. This
The
is.
sound.
You know what? And you know what I'm going to do? Since you guys made fun of me and said that I couldn't do this I'm going to do Good Week, Bad Week like I was on NPR.
Please do.
Please do. I can't wait.
Yes.
This week on Waiting for the Train, we feature Good Week, Bad Week from TheWeek.com and The Week magazine. It was a good week for raising revenue after a British barber launched a campaign to tax bushy hipster beards to help reduce the country's deficit, pointing to a similar law under King Henry VIII as precedent. The government should be cashing in, said barber Anthony Kent. So, you want to raise more money by charging stupid hipsters more money to cut their beards.
I like it.
Are they going to be charged anything like what I'm charged to just cut my regular hair? Because
Oh my gosh.
Oh
that
my
is-
God.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Someone at
Yeah.
my work got their haircut cost $500.
well, that person should be killed because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
And I called her Sissy Spacek, and she was mad.
Wait.
It was some kind of keratin.
Keratin.
That's
something
not
like
a
that.
haircut.
That's a treatment for one.
Treatment.
Whatever. It fucking should have been a fucking hand job for $500. Anyway,
Well, anyway,
It might have
that's not
come with a happy
haircut.
ending. You don't know.
fair
That's right.
enough.
You never know.
I no longer fear hipsters and their beards.
You did
Because-
before.
Well,
why
not
did you fear
them like physically, or just they annoyed me. But now I realize that I could chase them all away from me if I just have hands full
Oh,
of
here we go.
gum.
Here we go. That's
It
not
would work.
Oh,
stupid.
gum.
That's
Jesus.
stupid.
Dumb.
That's
Fucking
stupid.
take that. Yeah, you fucking
He
shove
thinks he
that shit in
can-
your beard.
he's
Now
gonna-
what are you going to do? Oh, you're perfect. Look how long your beard is. Now it's a big clump of shit.
Oh, wow.
True.
Take that.
That's an easy way to get murdered.
What are
Yeah.
they going to murder? What are they going to run me over with their bicycle with the big
They're gonna
front wheel?
strangle you
Fuck
with
them.
that gum-filled beard.
Well, yeah, they'll
Shove it down your
if they
throat.
fall down,
Choke
they'll
you
stick to the ground.
Oh,
They
Jesus.
So
stab you
gum
in the
'em?
eye with their whiskers.
Gum them, then trip them. And I win. Because they're going to be stuck to the ground, and I can...
Oh.
Except I can't steal their wallets because I can't get them out of their skinny fucking jeans. Okay.
That's right.
That's right.
They got
That's
you.
true.
It was
They
a
probably
good
don't
week.
have wallets. They have money clips. Keep going.
Oh, that's probably true. Well, I'll just kill them. It was a good week for the rule of law after a Florida police chief issued himself a parking ticket when a neighbor alerted him that his vehicle was parked illegally. I cannot hold anyone accountable until I hold myself accountable, Chief Melvin Tennyson said after paying the $45 fine. See that?
Chief Abe Lincoln.
He paid his fine.
Wow. What a fucking martyr for justice.
I cannot tell a lie.
Nope.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you want a goddamn cookie?
He's
Why
a
did he write
descendant
it?
of Lincoln.
Why didn't he write himself a warning ticket?
Yeah, he should have gotten off with a warning. He was like, oh yeah, I got one of those policeman cards.
This is
And
an
actually,
emergency,
it was-
ma'am. Back away.
He paid a $45 fine so that nobody would ask any questions as to why he was illegally parked on top of a black person that he thought committed a crime.
That's probably true.
Oh,
And
That actually adds legitimacy to the story because that's kind of weak.
yeah, he's like, yeah, no, I'll pay the fine. Nothing to see here.
That's right.
And it was a good week for parting shots. After a Virginia woman.
A vagina woman?
No,
Emergent
Virginia.
woman.
It's B-Nev's neighbor.
Oh my God.
After
What?
a Virginia woman's obituary listed the upcoming presidential election
Oh, I
as
know
her
about
cause
this.
of death. Faced with the prospect of voting for either Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, the Richmond Times-Dispatch obit began, Marianne Nolan chose instead to pass into the eternal love of God.
I actually saw that this week.
I
It was
actually,
really funny.
yeah, I actually read that. I read that.
That's
that is
funny.
true.
fantastic.
Yes.
And
That
Bernie
was,
Sanders like, come on!
I feel her pain.
Come on.
I agree.
It was a bad week for fighting fire with fire after former Pennsylvania Governor Ed Rendell, a big Hillary Clinton supporter, said Donald Trump's comments about women will backfire because, quote, there are probably more ugly women in America than attractive women.
Oops. Oops. Wow. I want to know something. Do these people do they listen to their own thoughts before they come out of their mouth, or is
No.
it just like instant? It appears in their brain and it's just right out the mouth. Is that what
Yeah,
happens?
but you know what? I think, because I've heard that guy before, and he seems to have his shit together.
Yeah.
I would be willing to bet he was thinking of it from the standpoint of, there's people that are really good at sports, like Olympic level athletes, and then there's the rest of us schlubs, and then there's like Olympic level beautiful people.
And
Like, there's
regulars.
no one running out to they can talk about, they let those full-figured gals be models, but really no one wants full-figured gals to be models. Nobody.
You mean actually
What?
I
All right,
know
all right,
this
all right.
conversation.
Yeah, okay, so this is, as a matter of fact, for this week, and I don't consider myself a feminist necessarily. However, in the last week or so, I have noticed a lot of tendency toward males to not treat women as, I don't want to say equal even. I've never really thought of things that way. I wasn't raised that way. I just thought if I wanted to do something, I just did it. I didn't give a damn. Gender didn't make any difference to me. But as I've gotten older, it has become very apparent, like especially in the workplace. Because I'm a straightforward person, and I don't say anything out of the way or derogatory or anything like that. And if I were a male, it would be just perfectly normal because I had a penis.
Right.
Because I don't, it's, I'm like, oh my God, how could you,
How could you say such a thing?
well,
How could
being a
you
female, that's like,
A true
people are
statement.
taken aback.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to punch you in the dick. Okay.
Yeah.
God damn, just line up.
Okay.
I
We're in line.
had
We're in
nothing.
line.
I
Where
said,
are
listen,
you?
Who cares if somebody's big, little, whatever? Somebody's gonna like them. It doesn't
Right.
matter. Your definition of pretty, ugly, hot, not, whatever. Somebody likes that shit. It does not
Right.
matter.
Yes, and if you want to see that in action, go to porn, because porn is the only place where nobody is discriminated against. But nobody but women
The
buy
only place where
Vogue.
no one is discriminated against.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
If you want to find a,
You
there
have
is-
some fucked
listen,
up ideas, Acadia.
I will tell
Yeah.
you a
This is
true
all going
fact
downhill.
from someone.
It's
Wait,
way downhill. Way downhill.
you know what? I'll put it in the show notes because
Oh,
I know.
Jesus.
I know. There is a special kissing movie actress from Maine who specializes. She is a little skinny waif of a thing, and she specializes in being in special kissing movies where very large women squish her.
Yeah,
Okay.
we know that these
You know
things
what?
exist, but that you're like changing the subject.
I'm just
Okay.
saying
That's
that.
what you're talking about fetish stuff. That's a different thing.
But
Yeah.
everything is a fetish.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
you could say that.
Carry on.
Okay.
Get to the next thing.
All right.
Move along.
Hold
Move
I
on,
along.
mean,
Move
Katie.
along.
hanging
Wait
around
a
Mount Greylock, waiting to hear some Bigfoots doing it is a fetish.
Well,
Oh
Mortimer.
my gosh.
is
All
a
right,
new
listen,
thing.
listen,
All
Acadia,
right.
hold on. Just hold your horses for one goddamn second, okay? And listen to me, all right? Let's go back to when you said that nobody wants to see any plus-size models. Go fuck yourself. Because these plus-size models aren't plus-size in the first place. They're regular size, okay? So stop putting your
Because-
goddamn terms on regular people. You know what these models are? They're wear size 0. Size
Yes.
0.
Yeah, that's
Right.
That's not
And guess
normal.
what?
Yes.
Listen, stop it. Because, yes, they are
Because-
not what normal
because-
people can or should do. And neither are fucking people who play professional baseball. And neither are people who can fucking run a marathon in like 2.5 hours. They do just that one thing. And designers don't want their clothes to actually look like somebody could wear them because then they won't look right because they all fucking need to have a mop with eyes on it to be the model.
Okay.
It's too bad.
Okay, carry
And
on.
anyway, guess how many
Get to the
men
next
buy
thing.
fashion magazines? None. And what? Ugh.
Just carry on.
So it sets a bad
Carry on.
And it was a
example.
bad week.
That's a terrible example. Keep
I have to
going.
go
Bad
back to
week for
Enfield.
Acadia.
It's always a bad week for me. It was a bad week for attachments after a 2-foot-long nurse shark chomped down on a 23-year-old
Oh,
female
yeah.
swimmer's arm in Boca
heard about
Raton,
this.
Florida. Hey, shout out Boca! I used to live there.
Oh, God,
Causing
so
her
did I.
to be
Hey,
rushed to
hey.
the we're BFFs. We're Bifros.
Yeah, we are.
Caused her to be rushed to the hospital with the dead fish still attached. It's nothing we've ever had before, said a first responder.
Why was it? So, like, she came out of the water and it just held on, and then it died and just still kept holding on.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
strange.
They probably killed it though, really.
Yeah, I think they
I'm sure
did
they
kill
did.
it. I saw
Of course
one
they did.
those posts.
Which beach in Boca, does it say?
No, it doesn't. I wonder if it was Red Reef.
was
I got the
thinking
worst
Spanish
sunburn in my
River.
life. Yeah. See, we're name dropping Boca things. Hey, 'cause
Nobody cares.
I'm
Florida
gonna go.
man.
The
Whatever.
only thing I know about Boca is Boca Burgers.
Yep.
Yeah. Boca
I'm gonna
burgers.
pay way too much money for groceries at Howard's, which is a little private grocery store that is very expensive.
I love that place.
And it was a bad week for failing to clear the cache after a conservative Virginia congressional candidate
this was the
posted a
best.
screen grab of his computer screen that showed browser tabs to porn sites.
Yep.
Mike Webb explained that he was merely testing his theory that porn sites contained viruses.
Oh
Baloney.
my God. Come
And
on.
he wanted to see if little skinny Odette Delacroix would get squished by the big fat lady that laid on her.
Right.
Did she?
For
Clearly.
science.
Did she?
For
For science.
No, she always lives.
Oh, okay. I'm asking.
But she's from Maine, so I try to support her.
That's nice of you.
Which one, the skinny one or the big one?
The skinny
The
one.
skinny one.
Oh, okay.
She retweeted when we did her tongue section. She gave us a like, not a retweet though. They're
Oh.
stingy.
Mike, who cares?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That doesn't even
It doesn't
do anything.
count.
So that was good week,
Come
bad
on.
week.
All right. Nice work, everybody.
Let's Bigfoot fuck. Let's give ourselves a Bigfoot fuck.
Woo!
See?
Yeah.
A A Mortimer special, as it were.
Yes, a Mortimer
Oh
Gladstone.
my gosh.
Oh. What's a Mortimer Gladstone? It's when you're 100 feet away from the woman and you start slapping your own belly trying to attract her.
That draws me in every single time.
Every time.
Why, what's that noise from that place that I can see quite clearly?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well, I brought my measuring tape so I could tell it's only 100 feet away.
100 feet away. That's right.
That's right. But I
Mere
can't
100
see it.
feet.
Oh, God.
Well, I had my Samsung Fitness on, so I know how many steps it was, and I pretty much narrowed it down to 100 feet. So,
God.
But
now
I
it's
couldn't
time.
see a thing.
We have to put ourselves over, starting with our amazing guest. Thank you so much, Stacy, for coming on the show.
Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thank you, guys.
Your insights as to Bigfoot and hiking and killing drifters.
And everything else. Yes.
And
Yeah.
killing what?
drifters.
Drifters. Oh, yeah.
So you have your site, pnwanderers.com,
Very good.
and what's
I'm
your
proud of you.
Twitter and all the other places where people
I
can.
have all the places on all the internets, yeah.
How many
All right.
fames would you like for doing the show? We're selling fames.
Oh,
That's how we
yeah.
pay.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of paying, I bought a new laptop for this damn show. Just so you know, well, not for the show technically, but I did need a new laptop, and this was an excellent excuse.
Wow.
So I did get a new laptop today,
Well, you look
which
great.
thank God Jen
Works.
came on and helped me figure out Skype that I haven't used in 6 years or whatever because
Right.
So that we could not use it.
Hey,
Acadia.
Yeah.
sometimes you have to go a long way in the wrong direction to come back
Retro.
correctly.
Oh, Jesus.
I had to borrow B-Nev's fucking time machine and, you know,
That's
We had to
right.
go back
And
to,
mean-
1985.
borrow the neighbor's DeLorean. There was a lot involved in this.
There was a lot going on.
I had
There
to
was a
kill
lot
some
happening.
Olympians.
are
It
you
was
laying on
started
your
an hour
stomach on
late.
your bed now, like kicking your feet above you like you're a fucking 16-year-old
Yes,
talking
she
about
is.
boys?
Don't worry about it. And she's wearing a thong. Deal with it.
Oh.
Gross. Don't make it.
Oh.
Gross, Acadia.
That was gross.
Oh.
Oh, stop it! Oh my God!
I'm
Show's
sighing.
over. Show's
Oh my
over.
God.
Whatever.
Gusted sighs.
Show canceled.
Yeah. I think he was what was it that we were going to use the masturbation for to power the house?
To power houses. Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
No, I would be way out of breath.
Oh, God.
I'm in incredibly poor health.
I think that's why we started an hour late.
Probably. Yeah. He's like, this just isn't working. Hold on, give me a few more minutes.
Just swear a lot.
Just goddamn it, Acadia.
Oh my God.
Well,
BNev actually stands for benevolent. That's what
oh my God,
It's true.
that's
It's
the
true.
longest name. Oh,
The longest name.
wrongest.
Oh, wrong.
wrongest. The wrongest. What are you?
Longest.
Hey,
Oh my
I'm a scientist and a poet. So,
That's right.
Jen Martinelli is at Jen Martinelli on Twitter and
Yep.
whatever the fuck on.
It's just my name. It's just my name. I'm
Instagram.
just my name.
Yeah.
Jen Martinelli, everywhere.
And
Yeah.
she's also Jen Fartinelli on.
No.
Oh. BNev doesn't have anything, I think, except fucking
Google Plus.
Google
I
Plus
have-
and
But I don't want to be found. Just stay away from me, people. I'm
Wow. Wow.
She is the Bigfoot of the internet.
The Bigfoot of the internet.
She's elusive.
That's right. You can
Exactly.
only find her here. Exclusive.
You can find me on Superficial Gallery and maybe some other places that I may disclose at some time.
But you better not be fucking going anywhere but Son of a what?
Does
God
he own
damn.
you now? What is this?
That's what he
Oh.
thinks. That's what he thinks.
I'm
Oh, I'm
Acadia
just
on
talking
Twitter. You better not be two-time. I swear to God, you do so little as it is. If you're parsing it out, oh mama.
I'm talking about
Fucking-
like Facebook and stuff, but they don't know my real name. They don't know
Oh,
me.
no one wants to know your real name. Just change another one. Just become Mortimer Gladstone's wife.
I am Mortimer.
Oh, God.
And just make that your name. Like, don't even give yourself a real name. Just say Mrs. Mortimer Gladstone.
Gladstone. That is my real name. God
That's
damn it.
long. That's a long name.
Yeah,
It is.
But it lets her get to the front of the line at Taco Bell. And I am Acadia on Twitter and Senator Acadia or Superficial Gallery. I can't remember. I'm Senator Acadia on Yahoo.
Oh, the Death Star.
Yahoo. Nobody cares.
Hey, I might go into Yahoo Answers and
Yeah. Yeah.
What
drop a
are you
little
talking
fucking
about?
knowledge.
That's why I wanted to use Skype. For
Oh
Christ's
my God.
Yahoo. Still
Yeah.
Yahoo.
Do you have a Hotmail account too? I mean, what's
How
that?
else do you do Yahoo Answers if you don't have a Yahoo account?
Oh my God.
yeah.
I don't do Yahoo Answers.
Well, how do you learn anything? That's why you're so dumb.
How do you, oh, yeah. Because Google doesn't exist.
How is Babby formed?
How do
How
you
is
make
Babby
baby?
formed? How's Babby formed?
How is Babby formed? So, I guess I'll make sure that you guys send me all the stuff so that I can do the show notes and figure out how to turn a YouTube video into an MP3
Yeah.
and spend the rest of the night loading it up to the website or
Yeah.
whatever, and then we'll have a show.
Everything. I already sent you everything at noon today.
Somebody,
We're gonna send more things. We got more things to send. I'll send you some more things.
Here to send. I'm going to bed.
I do. You go to bed. You go to bed, B-Nev.
you're already in bed.
Just take your glasses off and go to sleep.
Yeah, she's going to go to sleep now, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
those
you
are glasses?
Yes. What did you think they were?
I didn't look closely.
Oh my gosh. You're not looking at me.
Are you like
No.
brain damaged?
You didn't even see.
I don't look at people because I don't care.
What does that mean?
God.
Like,
Don't
you know
look at
how-
people.
You know how people go, oh, yeah, well, did you notice I got my hair cut? And I'm like, no, I did not.
That's a great sign of a narcissist, you weirdo.
No,
Well-
I don't want people thinking that I'm looking at them all the time.
Yeah, but you really are.
Well,
Katia, you got some problems,
Well.
bud.
Yeah.
You got some problems. We've established that now.
Yeah.
what's
Okay.
narcissism? Is that the bad one or the good one?
It's the bad one.
Narcissism?
Yeah.
It's not a good one.
Why don't you ask Yahoo Answers?
Yes. Go on
Why don't
Yahoo Answers.
why don't I instead I just make up an answer?
Oh, that sounds more like what
You
you'll
just
do.
tell me your best guess.
Well, they say it about Trump, so I would assume it means lying all the time.
It doesn't have anything to do with lying. You
Not
don't
exactly,
know what a
no.
narcissist is? Well, are you an adult? I don't understand.
What the fuck does that even mean?
How do you not know what a narcissist is?
Oh, this is fantastic.
Because I hear the word and I go, I don't know what that means, and I'm not going to look it up.
Oh, God. Okay.
I'm sure that there are many actual words I know. Oh, wait, I just went to Yahoo Answers and the first thing said, why did Hillary Clinton have Morley Safer killed? Benghazi?
That's what it says?
Yes.
That's what it says. Oh, my God. Okay.
Will women still
Show's
vote for
over,
Hillary if
show's
they
over.
know her husband Bill is a rapist?
Show's over. Good night. I can't at all. I can't.
Describe
Show's over.
Obama in one word. Oh.
Good night.
Captured Bin Laden is not one word, Darren.
Oh,
My God.
my God.
Look up narcissist.
Just so
Yeah,
you know,
look it up.
President was winning that particular one.
Oh, God.
What does narcissism mean?
There you
What
go.
Yahoo Answers.
Read it out
Oh, yes.
loud.
Loving oneself to a great extent that you are vain.
Well, that's a really basic answer, but yeah.
Oh, I am a narcissist. Every day is an oh my god, I would make love to myself day for me. I would do anything to get a compliment. I love them so. I've never gotten a compliment. And whenever I have to stand somewhere or sit somewhere, I strike a pose. I have heaps of poses in my mind ready for all sorts of occasions.
This is Yahoo Answers?
Yes.
This is where you go for information.
And then whenever I walk past...
Now, doesn't that paint the picture for you, though, Jen?
It explains so much about everything now. It all makes sense.
What? I don't look at myself either.
Arcadia.
Uh-huh.
If I wasn't at the barber getting my haircut, I would not know that I got a haircut. If you cut my hair when I sleep, I would not know for a long time.
Oh, God.
Ooh, sleep cuts. That's a business right there. You don't want to waste time in your busy day getting your haircut.
That sounds like a Kickstarter.
Gosh.
It does sound like a Kickstarter.
You could go back to getting that vacuum attachment, the
Flowbee.
The Flowbee.
You could get the Flowbee for your vacuum to cut your hair. Arcadia.
I think this is a great plan.
And a happy ending.
But there's blades in it.
And it probably still wouldn't cost $500.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's true.
The medical bills would. So, what's our time check there, keeper of the time?
Hold on.
Because if we went over an hour, I'm gonna cut out random sentences so that everyone but me sounds crazy.
Well, it's 11, but I don't know when we actually started.
I don't think we started till after 9.
Oh, we didn't start till like fucking forever.
Yeah, this is
like
this is going to be more than an hour again, and we're going to get in trouble because everyone's going to.
Well, okay, that's what I've been trying to tell you to shut up and go.
Right. Yeah. You won't shut up, Arcadia.
Jen has been trying to rein you in, so.
That's true.
See? Hey.
So you do need to do some editing. You have a lot of work to do, Arcadia. So we should.
You know what? Why don't you?
We should go so you can work.
Yeah, that's right. Good. Get happy belly bucking. Have a nice evening.
Okay, bye.
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 Later.